you get to become kind of a winemaker, a vintner, like we are every day. You get to experience a little bit of that today.
Napa Valley. Just north of San Francisco, this mere 450 square mile plot is home to 43,000 acres of grapes. Over 2,000 wines are made here, most sourced from grapes grown on the area's 400 vineyards, which welcome 3.7 million visitors each year. Women are rising in Napa. From the chef-driven excellence of Mustard's Grill, to the olive oil tasting experience at Grove 45, to Oprah's favorite English muffins at Model Bakery, to wines that deserve 100 points at Fantesca and Rare Cat. Women have shaped the excellence of this region, and they're defining its future as a destination. Plus, places like Reams, California are worth a visit before and after your Napa experience. If you like wine, or even if you aren't drinking, there's something for every taste in Napa Valley. Napa is remarkably accessible. You can enjoy all levels of food and wine experiences in this area, from popular brand name tasting rooms to exceptional bakeries and restaurants to a la carte grocery store picnics. But Napa also has a well-earned reputation for luxury. Think 100-point wines, membership-exclusive allocations, private tours with curated tastings that bring the ultra to the Napa experience. The ultra is just what you can expect at Fantesca. Susan Hoff and her husband Duane are the proprietors of the Fantesca Estate, a 10-acre vineyard just outside of St. Helena. Once the chief communications officer and my boss at Best Buy, I never imagined Susan as a vintner, another word for farmer. But if there's one thing Susan is known for, it's hard work and massive success. With an MBA in wine commerce and joining forces with winemaker Heidi Barrett, known as the First Lady of Wine, with 5 100-point scores in her career, Susan and Duane have created a legacy of remarkable, celebration-worthy wines. Chardonnay, Cabernet Sauvignon, Pinot Noir, and all great things. Perhaps one of the most delicious red blend wines you'll ever taste. But Fantesca is more than its wine. It offers coveted experiences, from private tours and tastings to chef-driven collaborations worldwide, estate gifts like its small batch olive oil, and invitations to member-only events. My good friend and communications strategist, Dawn Bryant, joined me at Fantesca for its hands-on harvest, an annual experience that takes members through every step of the winemaking process.
As you'll find today, we will talk about a lot of, what makes Fantesca special and how it's different from what other wineries may do. But we are going to also bring you through what we do that is the process. You get to become kind of a winemaker, a vintner, like we are every day. You get to experience a little bit of that today. And we look forward to sharing our winery with you today. So cheers.
Cheers.
The grapes used for its King Richard's Reserve Pinot Noir had literally been harvested 3 days before we arrived. We not only observed the process, we tasted the King Richard's Reserve at each stage of its life, from the grappa pulp station, to the young red aging in the cellars, to its final state, a beautiful glass of red.
This is the 2021 vintage. I think this is really going to be lovely. This is already just beautiful fruit. If anyone doesn't know the story behind this, when Susan and I were starting out, we had the Chardonnay and the Cabernet, and I wanted to know who our best customer was, so I got a spreadsheet out, and I was disgusted to realize that our best customer was my father-in-law. So King Richard is his nickname, so it's the King Richard's Reserve.
This is our sorting table station, and it sits out here during harvest. You'll be picking in the middle of the night, so you've got big giant lights. The reason that they do that is because it's colder, easier to take the big clusters off. They don't get all kind of juicy and wet. Much better for the grapes, so they have a chance to have a better opportunity at sorting. So we'll do those type of things really early or really late at night. But things will find their way into the bin, like frogs or whatever have you, and then you kind of end up finding them on the table, which is why we hand sort everything at Fantesca. First and foremost, when you think about winemaking, you're getting a chance to enjoy really what our end product is, but it's farming first. So I grew up in the cities. I married an incredible man who grew up in the country. I never thought I'd end up farming. And that's really what it is. It's something that you have to know when to call the pick, when to bring it all in. The weather is you can't control it. You just kind of have to work with it. And we have just kind of found as things have gotten warmer and the environment has changed and climate, harvest has come earlier and earlier. And the season also has become almost shorter and much faster. So putting in the hours that this team has to put in, this is what we do. This is our Christmas season. If you're in retail, that's usually that November, December, that's kind of the heart of what your year is going to be. And for us, it's really harvest season. And harvest can begin as early as now, the middle of August here in Napa. And it can go as late as into November. We've made wine and had to bring things in just shortly before Thanksgiving. But it's been a long time since we've had to do that. Now we're finished. We've brought in all of our grapes, and that just happened on Tuesday, was the very tail end. And we did start in the middle of August. So it is something that we're just going to have to kind of move as the seasons are moving. And it's not just California. It's really, we find that everywhere across the world. In the 20 years we've been in, it's interesting how it's evolved.
In the fields, we also enjoyed a glass of Fearless Blanc. Fearless is a terrific brand of wine blends created by their daughter Chelsea Hoff, a rising star vintner in her own right.
She is a winemaker. She graduated from UC Davis in winemaking. She also made wine all over the world. She in viticulture and enology, so study of growing and making wine. She works for Fantesca as our viticulture manager. So calling the pick with the winemaker and working through it. But she also has her own wine brand, which is Fearless, and she's had that literally since she went through college. And she makes some beautiful wines that are not your typical noble grapes. So there's some of the more like a Chenin Blanc or a Grenache, which is great. But part of that training was so she could come here and be the next generation here for Fantesca. And so she's really excited about it. What we're doing is really being stewards of the land for the next generation.
Following the tour, we enjoyed a glorious luncheon of fresh local fare, paired with their Chardonnay and all great things. Susan and Duane are superb hosts, and Fantesca is definitely worth a private tour and tasting for yourself.